Chris and Lisa with our two dogs, Olive and Laria. You'll see more of Laria because, well, she's Chris's favorite, and our little Olive is old and pretty much lays in a ball napping all day. You may know us from our podcast, GHT Overland, that we started in late 2017.
I don't see.
Or maybe
Lisa.
you've literally never heard of us.
This is crazy.
Either way, welcome.
Oh my gosh, it gets narrow.
We spent the last 52 years growing up, falling in love, getting married, having two amazing children, as well as chasing careers, having several small businesses. You know, chasing the classic American dream. After selling our cherished home we raised our boys in, it's now time to move into a new chapter. We sold our final business that we gave every last ounce of energy into for the past 14 years, and quite honestly, a very unhealthy rate of roughly 3 days off a year at its peak. Enough of that. We're wiser and tougher because of it, and now home free. We're off to explore all the wild, rugged beauty this world has to offer. We launched out of Portland, Oregon like a ram on a rocket. It's a Ram truck. Anyway, on April 29, 2022, we left for a life on the road of epic overland travel to pick up our truck camper, Victor, in Fort Lupton, Colorado. If you like our adventures and want to support our work of showing you the world through our experiences, be sure to like this video, indulge in a little subscribe action, and you can always become a patron over at Patreon to get more of the insider scoop. Go grab your popcorn and snuggle in. This life is gonna be awesome.
Redwoods National Park.
Very mystical.
Confusing.
Magical.
Confusing. Hang on, we need to get a picture here.
So we're on Lady Bird Trail. It's like 1.5 miles, goes in a circle.
It's a national park with no entrance.
Yeah, that was a little confusing. So it's also a national park that doesn't have an entrance fee.
Well, not that that's a big deal, but it's confusing to figure out because we went up 101 for how long?
Probably about 8 miles.
We're like, wait a minute, we're about to leave the park.
Yeah,
We haven't seen anything.
pretty quick. So
As soon as you see the stop for the visitors,
information.
yeah, stop. Get your information.
Like there's rhododendrons amongst the forest.
Which is nothing new for us coming from the Oregon coast, right?
Well, we don't go to the Oregon coast very often, so I don't remember seeing rhododendrons.
Oh my god.
Scared
There's
me.
no way.
Just saying.
So anyway, some cool pictures. We walked through some trees. Hope that video's before this one. That was cool. These are some big trees coming from Sequoia and
Kings Canyon.
Kings Canyon. Redwoods, yes, we had talked about the difference between them. They're I hope this is the right word, subspecies of that tree. These, I know everybody's going to have a heart failure right now. I think they got the names backwards.
What?
These are not red,
Oh.
but they're called redwoods. The other ones, the sequoias in Sequoia National Park, those on the outside were visibly red.
I get you.
What do you think?
Like the bark.
These look
Interesting
like,
observation.
I am full of observations. I am Mr. Observation. Let's go. Look at the, do you see the fog rolling through there? All right, we've been walking down the Lady Bird Trail, right?
Yep.
Lady Bird. That sounds weird, like ladybug,
Right.
but it's Lady Bird.
Lady Bird. It's after one of the president's wives came and dedicated President Nixon.
I don't think it was a wife.
Not at all?
No, it was Lady. She was known as Lady Bird. Lady Bird's. We'll find a sign. Sorry.
Lady Bird Johnson,
Anyway,
1969.
This part in front of us so far for the entire trail is got to be the most gorgeous. It's opened up. There's a bunch of huge trees.
About
Lisa's
30
counting.
trees. And lots of ferns.
Anyway, I'm going to turn you around because they're.
So you were talking about the names and how sequoias look red on the outside, so they should be named redwood. But I wonder if you cut into a redwood tree, if it was redder in color inside.
You might have a theory.
And yeah, I might.
Might. Everybody just went to Google. I wonder what the real story is. Right?
How does a tree get named?
Well, I got news for you. We don't have Google right now where we are, so we can't look it up.
No connection, which is pretty awesome. It makes you focus in the moment. Standing next to it makes you look like this tree is just gigantic and you're so small.
Does that mean this is... Does that mean that all these trees are volunteers from Second Growth?
Possibly. Oh, that's mind-boggling.
Look at that.
I thought this is school.
When we're in the parking lot, it looks super like Columbia River, what we're used to.
Yeah.
And then
You make a couple turns.
what's half of a third of a mile? It didn't take much.
No.
We'll call it a third of the mile just for ease of sake.
And you get a magic land.
Is the falls that way?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Big tree.
Big tree.
So what's the story?
Well, the big tree's never been dated by scientists.
Then how old do they know who it is?
Well, redwoods, like
Made no
humans,
sense.
grow more complex and interesting as we grow older.
Nothing could have ever been said that's truer. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, this one, roughly 74.5 feet in circumference, roughly 286 feet in height, 23.7 feet in diameter, and the sign says it's roughly 1,500 years old, but we're not sure when the sign went up, so it could be 2,000 years old at this point.
You seriously think the sign went up 500 years ago?
Oh.
That's a no. That's a no. What else is on the information board here? What do we got?
Well, big tree's height and girth, and it's a maze of broken and regrown appendages.
Appendages.
Yeah. Kind of like, who can regrow appendages? An octopus? If it loses an appendage? It seems to
A
suggest it may be
salamander.
one of the oldest trees in the forest. However, the scientists have never dated it yet.
It's very confusing.
I know, it's a unique story, it says.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, that's what it says.
All right. Well, it's a
It's
big
a
ass
big
tree. They really need to put right here a little ass tree, big ass tree. That would be more funny.
Don't give anybody any ideas.
Oh, true. Don't do that. That was a horrible idea. But I think I found a bigger tree, Lisa. Yeah, check it out. The big tree, even bigger tree. We went that way. I didn't see a bigger tree. This way to more big trees. That's a very big tree. That's a big tree too. It seems reasonably confusing as to where the big tree is, but
You've just made them motion sickness.
that says the big tree. Yeah, I'm just royally confused.
Well, the
And
map.
it's so split up.
Yeah.
Like there's little, on the map, there's little sections of where Redwood National Park is, and then there's a big swath that goes south, north and south, and then there's little blops that are also part of the national park. And then there's other pieces that are part of the state park.
Which can be inside the national park.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
So the map goes north and south, which is helpful. But on the roadside, you've got trailhead, 750 feet parking, but there's no trailhead name on that sign. So you pass it, and then when you turn around real quick and rubberneck it, then you see a side sign if you can read it. So we've done a few circles.
We've been doing circles since we left Colorado. All right, let's get some filming done. Do you guys have any ideas? How can we get these trees? They're so flipping big. Hopefully you are a professional videographer and you can put some comments down below. Thank you. We're gonna give it a try. Let's see what happens.
Are you going to climb the tree?
Like a monkey.
you.